Immanuel Quickley's nearing return to the Toronto Raptors lineup is one of the most significant developments heading into the rest of the NBA preseason. After being sidelined with a thumb injury, Quickley is now showing signs of progress and could soon make his mark on the court once again. During practice this week, he was seen wearing a brace on his left thumb, but the fact that he's back on the court is an excellent sign for the Raptors. Head coach Darko Rajakovic spoke optimistically about Quickley's recovery, saying, "He's ramping up and is expected to be cleared soon." The expectation is that Quickley could be back to full contact play shortly, with the chance of him participating in some of the remaining preseason games. For the Raptors, having Quickley back would be a huge boost, particularly with the other injuries the team is facing. Scottie Barnes and rookie Grady Dick have also been hard at work during practice, focusing on their three-point shooting. Both players know they'll need to step up, especially in the wake of RJ Barrett's injury, which will sideline him for the remainder of the preseason. Barrett's injury occurred during the Raptors' preseason opener against the Washington Wizards. In a collision with Wizards center Jonas Valanciunas, Barrett sustained an acromioclavicular (AC) joint sprain in his right shoulder. The AC joint is located where the collarbone meets the shoulder blade, and sprains of this joint occur when the ligaments are stretched or torn. This type of injury is particularly problematic for basketball players, as it affects shooting, passing, and general mobility on the court. At the time of the injury, Barrett was playing exceptionally well. He had scored 17 points on 7 of 10 shooting, along with 2 rebounds and 2 assists, in just 14 minutes. His performance was one of the standout moments of the game, and his early exit was a significant blow to the Raptors' efforts that night. Now, the Raptors will have to navigate the remainder of the preseason without Barrett. According to head coach Darko Rajakovic, Barrett will be reassessed week by week, but the early prognosis suggests he could be out anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks, meaning he could miss the start of the regular season. Barrett was expected to be a key contributor to the Raptors this season. His ability to score, rebound, and facilitate offense was one of the bright spots in what has been a challenging period for the team. Last season, he averaged 20.2 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 3.3 assists per game, showing that he could be a major offensive weapon for Toronto. His ability to shoot both from the field, 49.5%, and beyond the arc, 36%, made him a versatile threat, and his loss will leave a significant gap in the Raptors' offensive firepower. For the Raptors, Barrett's health will be a crucial storyline to watch as they gear up for the season opener on October 23 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. His recovery and return to form will be essential for the team if they hope to improve on last year's disappointing finish, where they ended as the 12th seed in the Eastern Conference with a 25-57 record. But the loss of Barrett isn't the only issue the Raptors are dealing with. Jacoby Walter is still recovering from a shoulder sprain, and Bruce Brown is rehabbing from off-season knee surgery. These injuries have left the Raptors shorthanded, forcing them to rely more heavily on their remaining healthy players. Coach Rajakovic emphasized that despite Barrett's injury, he will still be able to work on his conditioning and overall fitness, keeping his knees and strength in shape so that he can hit the ground running when he returns. While Barrett's offensive numbers have always been strong, Rajakovic has his sights set on improvement in another area, defense. The coach has expressed a desire to see Barrett elevate his game defensively this season, an area where he believes Barrett has untapped potential. With his size and athleticism, Barrett could be a more effective defender, and Rajakovic wants to see more effort on that end of the floor. The question now is how Barrett's injury will affect his ability to meet those expectations. Defensive improvement often requires full mobility and physical engagement, both of which could be impacted by the lingering effects of a shoulder injury. Nevertheless, Rajakovic remains optimistic that Barrett will come back stronger and more capable, and that his time off the court won't hinder his ability to be a defensive force. With Barrett sidelined, the focus shifts to players like Immanuel Quickley, Scottie Barnes, and Grady Dick to shoulder more of the load as the Raptors prepare for the regular season. Quickley's return is expected soon, and his contributions could be critical in Barrett's absence. As a dynamic scorer and playmaker, Quickley's presence could help ease the pressure on the rest of the Raptors roster. Fans will also be closely watching the development of Grady Dick, who is entering his sophomore season and looking to establish himself as a key piece of the Raptors' future. Dick's shooting ability and versatility will be essential as the Raptors look to compensate for the absence of some of their top players. With the start of the regular season less than 2 weeks away, the Raptors are facing significant challenges. The loss of Barrett, combined with other key injuries, could impact their ability to get off to a strong start. However, The team remains hopeful that their depth and the eventual return of their stars will allow them to remain competitive in a tough Eastern Conference. As the Raptors continue to navigate this preseason with several key players out, the question remains, how will they adapt? And more importantly, will they be ready to face the Cavaliers on October 23rd?